Thank you, honorable speaker, for welcoming me to the floor. So today's motion is this house prefers parenting model that adultify teenagers um, to those which emphasizes their status and treatment as teenagers. At first, we at the side proposition, and at first we will begin with the characterization. This motion implies a preference for parenting styles that treat teenagers as capable adults rather than emphasizing their status as adolescents. If it suggests a belief that it suggests a belief that in empowering teenagers with responsibilities and decision-making abilities typically associated with adulthood rather than infantilizing or patronizing them. Let's think on speaker. You're a teenager and you've got a vacation from school, and your friends are going to a park and they invite you to come over. And the time is you have to go there at 5 and will come at 9 or after that. And when you ask your parents about it, they say no, you can't go, you have to stay at home, which hurts your feeling very much. And at some point you go to your parents and argue with them about this, and at some point they punish you, they slap you, which creates a very conflict in family between family members. One now we, the side of proposition, oppose that. We propose the model where parents will treat teenagers as adults rather than emphasizing their status as adolescents. In my speech, I will give you a comparative and show you how our world is better than theirs. In 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 Before going to our arguments, first I would like to state some points. The first point is, in our world we are not just saying that we will carelessly make teenagers do whatever they want, but we will set some boundaries in which they cannot breach that. We will set some boundaries which will help them growing up. We will set some boundaries which will protect them through harmful effects, which will protect them from going astray. Look on the speaker. By setting some boundaries, we are not breaching their rights. We are not letting them, we are not making them feel pressured, but we are giving them freedom. But having a breach, having a boundary around that freedom is very good. Because look, we have given a freedom to go anywhere. Look here, earlier we put them in a curfew, like you have to come home before 9. Now as we are giving them freedom, we will take the time to 12 or 1 a.m., and we will say that you have to come home during this time. So by this doing this, he can communicate with their friends and do this, that my parents have given me this time to go out with you guys. And by doing this, we are giving them we are guiding them as we are adults, and there is no chance that they will go into bad habits, as we are also monitoring them. And now I'll start with my arguments. We got three arguments. Our first argument is increasing empowerment and independence of the teenagers. Second, increasing trust and respect among parents and teenagers. And third, it is preparation for adulthood. First, I will go with my first argument, that is increasing empowerment and independence of the teenagers. Look, when you give them responsibilities and empower them with rights, they start to improving their skills. They start to have their improved self-confidence and decision-making skills. How? Look, when you are giving some responsibilities, you have to take decisions from yourself. You can ask your parents for guidance, but they can't choose it for yourself. So by doing this, you are going to choose your own thing. And also by doing this, you can by doing some adult works, you can work for the future also. Here, by empowering in as you are improving your skills and self-confidence and decision-making skills, you are also being improved in you're being improved before going to the adulthood. So when you go to the adulthood, it will help you so much. Now second argument is increasing trust and respect among parents and teenagers. How it will increase trust and respect among parents and teenagers? Look, um, first, as your parents are giving you freedom and your decision and letting you do what you want, you think that your parents are giving you so much rights that some other children your age are not getting, which will create a sense that when they say something to not do it, we have to calculate it in our mind, and if we calculate in our mind, we will not do it, as we can see all the bad things included in it. And also respect. Why respect? Because in the current world, we can see the main conflict that happens in family is the restrictions in a family. They do not let you do your own things. They make you stay in your room. They don't let you go play with your friends. They tell you to come before evening, and so that, and as a result, the conflicts happen between teenagers and their parents, as the parents are giving them freedom, as the parents are giving their freedom and autonomy, and letting, and also monitoring them. Beside that, it will create it will help them in it will help them trust their parents, that they're choosing the right thing, and also respect, as their parents are doing all this for their well-being. They will respect their parents too. Again, preparation for adulthood. My first and second argument is all based on this preparation for adulthood. Look, in my first argument, I've said that empowering and independence. In my second argument, I've said increasing trust and respect. So here, look, you got into a situation where your parents can work, and your parents can't work. You have to work by yourself. You have to earn your money. As I've said, as they're already increasing in self confidence, and before going into adulthood, they already got a phase of what adulthood is. They will be able to uh, to run their family, and compared to that of their world, where if they fall into some kind of crisis, they can't get over it because they don't have any skill about it. So they can be prepared for adulthood, which will help them very much. Here, how our world is better than theirs. Look, first, in their world, there is less mutual respect. Because look, as I've said, the main problem in today's world is because of conflicts happening in their family, because the parents are giving pressure on their parents, on their children, to not do that, to not do this, to not do that, and slow growing. As I've said, as in our world, when you are 10 years old, when you are you are 13 years old, you are already getting a idea of what 18-year might look like. We're already getting getting an idea of what we should do to improve. Also, their autonomy, there in their world, there is no autonomy. There is less autonomy, as they're not being able to do what they want, and they are being restricted to doing many things. And as with this, I like to finish my uh,